Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. This is going to be a very heavy XRP video. I've got perspectives about what's going on in the market from a ton of different XRP chart analysts, including one who points out that XRP is leading the market, the entire crypto market. I'm going to show you a chart, and it's undeniably the case. There are similar moves, but XRP started this thing. It just happened yet again. And literally yesterday I was noting XRP, I mean, because you don't need to be a chart guy to recognize this. XRP was moving, and then Bitcoin started to after that. And so you guys have probably seen the move today. Bitcoin up pretty dramatically from the bottom of the top over a little more than 24 hours. I mean, Bitcoin was as low as what, $53,000 or $54,000. Got above, I think, a little over $62,000. Yeah, $62,503. XRP made its move prior. So for today, XRP, technically at the time I'm recording this, it's down 1%, but it already had its big move. It led the market. Now this is extremely rare. XRP almost never leads the market. It's almost always reactionary. And so I think a key takeaway here is XRP is showing incredible strength that is uncharacteristic of it, at least for most of its history. It's not, there's literally no precedent. There have been times where XRP shown tremendous strength in bull markets, but it's not common. So take note of this. This is an incredible positive. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 10:42 p.m. Central Time, Thursday, August 8th, 2024. I have XRP at 61 cents, Bitcoin at 61,308 bucks. Not surprisingly, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index up a bit higher than yesterday. So yesterday we were in extreme fear at 20 out of 100, with the most recent price action we're at 48 out of 100. So market's feeling neutral. And it's not just crypto. As I always say, what you can typically expect to see is that equities and crypto just moves together. Why would stocks move in tandem with crypto? Broadly speaking, in particular for the biggest moves? Well, because investors view them all as risk-on assets. That's the key thing to note here. And so, not surprisingly, at the same time that crypto's up, so are traditional markets. In fact, even the Russell 2000 was up 2.42% today. You'll love to see it, especially if you want to see expansion in the market, because we've never had a crazy alt season in crypto without broad expansion, with people going further out the risk curve. And so here you can see a headline from MarketWatch: Stock Market Today. Dow logs best day in 3 weeks as labor market data calm recession fears. Here's another one updated 7 hours ago. S&P 500 has biggest percentage gain since 2022. Dow ends with best day in 3 weeks. All three major stock indexes closed higher on Thursday for the second time in the past 3 sessions, fueled by weekly jobless claims that gave investors hope the U.S. labor market can continue to hold up. And so I just wanted to highlight, I don't really have a broader point to make other than, of course, the asset class is moving in tandem. When things were tanking, including the stock market very recently, that did nothing to make me think the bull market was over. But the typical limbing retail investor was panicking and thought perhaps that's the case and crypto is going down. The people that win when it comes to investing are those who just hold, and they're stubborn. Because even if it takes years, like say you think that the market's going to go up now, but you're wrong, and it's actually the beginning of a bear market, and it goes down. Well, if you're just stubborn, you'll win anyway. Are you gonna bet actually forever against the entire United States economy here? Like, that sounds like a bad bet in the short term. That sounds like a really bad bet that I wouldn't take that. Markets recover is the point. And so here, and then understanding they move in tandem. I'm not surprised to see this. I think if you fast forward to the end of the year, we'll see that a lot of 2024, and even if it takes until after the election, it's probably going to be an incredible and fun roller coaster ride. That would be my guess. And of course, we want to see Bitcoin top out sooner than later. Here's a post from chart analyst Khalil. He says, Bitcoin dominant cycle top looks like it's in. Alts rule from here on out. And that's what we want to see. Because XRP has never gone on a crazy run by itself. You want to see full expansion in terms, because that means alt season, right? And then he notes it doesn't necessarily happen today or tomorrow. He says, this doesn't mean it's currently alt season. Just means alt majors are going to start slowly outpacing Bitcoin again. Real alt season is probably several months away. And so in a general sense, this is what you historically see. Bitcoin dominance does top, and even if Bitcoin keeps going up in price, dominance goes down and dominance increases for various altcoins. XRP is going to be part of the party. Here's a post from chart analyst Dr. Magic. And he says, and this is a Bitcoin market cap dominance percentage charts. And so he seems to have a similar thought here. He says, don't know about you fellas, but this seems to me like an ending diagonal with bearish divergence while everyone has become a Bitcoin maxi. Right. And so he's thinking that the chart shows the dominance for Bitcoin is going to decrease. And of course, again, that can happen even as price goes up, which I'd certainly prefer to see. But that would be great for alts. If you want your XRP to be worth a fortune, this is one of the things that you should be watching. And he even references XRP in that post. Here's another one from Dr. Magic. Zooming out to monthly, the magic number for XRP is 70 cents. Above it, we trigger the volatility to come back, which is at all-time lows. Relative strength index has broken out from a descending channel. Okay, both of those things historically indicate XRP is about to go. And I know this is the type of message that I've been talking about, as many others have, for several months. But it's true. It's still true. You don't know exactly when that moment's going to be, and it seems like a long time. And to keep saying that for so many weeks and then months on end, well, no, it's pretty normal. And when you zoom out, like once this is done, I'll show you a 10-year chart, and I'll show you, see that thing where you're telling me that it's a way too long a period of time for that to make sense? It's a blip on the radar if you zoom out on a chart. So it does make sense. There's also this post from Dr. Magic. When markets reverse to the upside, if they haven't already, XRP is going to break from a reaccumulation range that have lasted for over a year. The wait is almost over, and the strength has shown lately is telling. Expect violent moves. Yes, and so having watched this myself, just as a regular dude, nothing special about me. I mean, anyone can observe this stuff. Having watched it on just about a daily basis for almost 7 years, I'm telling you this isn't normal. You don't need to be a chart guy to observe that. The strength is incredible, and we're in a bull market. Traditional finance, moving back to the upside. Like, it's everything you want to see if you want XRP to be worth a fortune. It's all happening. Here's a post from chart analyst Crypto Michael. XRP still needs to break out of the 7-year pennant. That is when the real pump will start. It is at resistance now. I'm expecting it to break this month. Okay, so a couple parts of that, tons of analysts agree with. Very clearly at resistance. And then as far as it being, in this case, it's been 6.5 years since, XRP had an all-time high. Well, that's just indisputable fact, of course. But like, I've seen so many analysts draw what he's talking about here, what he's calling the 7-year pennant. I've seen tons of analysts, and so here we are. We are at this moment. XRP cannot and will not stay inside of this thing forever. Eventually, the apex is reached. And typically, before that happens, you see a break. Given that we're in a bull market and XRP showing this incredible strength, I would guess for fun, it's going to break to the upside, not the downside. That's my for fun guess. What's yours? And then as far as if it's going to break this month, that's his own individual prediction. I don't know. It's plausible, certainly, because we're in a bull market. I don't pretend to know when. Some people think it's going to take, it could take a couple more months. Who knows? But it can't stay and it won't stay where it is forever. At some point, it's going to have its first truly major leg to the upside. Here's a post from Dom at TraderView2. Bitcoin short-term view update. Simple technical analysis always wins. Bounced off zone given yesterday and surged once 100 EMA and downtrend broke. For now, all eyes are on the $59,500 to $60,000 zone holding as support. So if you care about the short term, that's what he says to watch. Now, as for XRP, which is much more interesting, and what's on your screen now is what I was referencing at the beginning part of this video. It's XRP's incredible strength and the fact that it's leading the market, which it almost never does. But when it does, pay attention. And so here's what Dom had to say about this. And he wrote, XRP versus Bitcoin. For whatever reason, XRP has actually led the market off the lows of the last two major falls, July 4th and last week. After it pumped, the market followed soon after. Now, that's what's fascinating to me. And so you can see this white price line. This is XRP, and the orange one, that would be Bitcoin. You can see if you've got your own human eyeballs, even if you've just got one of them. XRP led, Bitcoin followed, as did the rest of the market. I mean, look at this. It's amazing because like these almost fit together like puzzle pieces. It's just that XRP did it first. So whatever you think the reason is, like this is uncharacteristic of XRP. It's incredibly strong. And given that XRP has been consolidating so long, might that have something to do with it? The legal clarity, everything? All happening right now and in a bull market? I'm thinking probably yes. And then he also shared this. This is an XRP USD chart. And he said, look at this thing wickless. And so it's a 4-day chart, but you can see, with taking out the wicks, it's just perfectly butting up against it. But again, wherever an analyst draws the line, eventually you get to the end. It's going to break at some point, up or down. And so Charting Guy responded to that and said, that trend line looking weaker and weaker. And so he's another analyst that does believe, yeah, it's going to break, and it's going to break violently to the upside. There's also this post from Dom. He said, XRP short-term view, after a false break of the most important level on the entire chart, 57-cent range, we are trading well back above. Price is now grinding through blue zone. Any confirmed breakout above will likely send us to 70 cents. So just saying in the very short term, here are a couple things to consider. Interesting. I'm certainly most interested in seeing this thing finally dramatically break to the upside, even if that takes a little bit longer than what might be considered short term. I still think it's coming here. Here's a post from chart analyst Mustache. XRP, the leader of most altcoins, has reclaimed the range just a few hours after the biggest dump since the 2020 COVID crash. You see how fast it can go? Others will follow, in my opinion. And so this is what he shared yesterday, and obviously there was some great news yesterday. But the point is, it's not lost on me. Things happen fast in crypto, and certainly that's true for XRP. When it goes, it goes. It just does. Here's a post from eGreg Crypto. And this is from this morning. XRP is on the move. Still 64 cents playing a major resistance. XRP army stays steady. We have won the battle. Price appreciation follows. And so I got to say, I agree with the sentiment. Why would I not? I do think it's by far most probable that XRP will blast to the upside so long as we have a proper alt season. And we'll find out together. Nobody knows for sure what happens with XRP price. But those are my 4 fun guesses, broadly speaking. There's also this from Dark Defender. XRP will claim the throne. And this is an XRP BTC chart, by the way. So XRP priced against Bitcoin. He says, XRP BTC hit the iron support and XRP started appreciating against Bitcoin starting on May 27th. We discussed on May 15th to keep an eye. And so he's highlighted one of his posts from May 15th there. Now, I'm not sure exactly why he's citing May 27th. Maybe he's looking at data from a different exchange and that's why, but this is from Binance, the world's largest exchange by volume. Here you can see XRP's low this cycle so far against Bitcoin. It was on June 7th. So it's been over 2 months now, and it's just been trending to the upside. You can see that massive explosion yesterday. Come back down a little bit since then. That's pretty impressive. So maybe that really truly is the bottom. But either way, I mean, don't you just, doesn't it feel to you like we're close? Perhaps closer than we've ever been, because I'm sure as hell thinking that. So sit tight. We're going to figure this out together. Thanks for going on the ride with me, though. It's a fun one. This is the most optimistic and excited I've ever been in my entire life about XRP. For sure. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.